Hey, elementary students, this is Mrs. Munoz, and I'm so excited for this school year, the 2018-2019 school year. It's going to be awesome. So, hopefully you all had really great summers, though I know that some of you might be watching this and you're going to be joining us at different times. You're not going to be joining us necessarily in September coming out of your summer, but I still want to say welcome to all of you, and I'm really excited to be your teacher. So I just want to tell you a couple things about myself. I have been teaching at Internet Academy now. This will be my third year. Before that, I taught for 3 years in Kent in a dual language program. And I love that, but I also love learning online because I was a homeschooler growing up, and I know how great it is to have a flexible schedule and be able to dig into topics as deeply as you want to for as long as you want to, as long as you're keeping pace, you know. I really enjoyed learning from home, having more time with my family, that kind of thing. And it's partly why I'm teaching from home is I get to spend more time with my two little girls, Emilia and Elena, or Emmy and Ellie. Emmy is 3 and Ellie is 10 months old currently. And I also get to spend more time with my husband, who also gets to work from home. So it just is a really great situation working for Internet Academy. And I think it's a really great situation for you guys learning from Internet Academy. So I just wanted to, kind of share that all with you. I was a teacher, or I grew up in Indiana, and then went to college out there at Grace College, and then I came out here to teach because this is where my husband happened to find a job after we graduated. And while I was working in Kent as well, I got my master's. So I have ELL endorsement as well. So if there are some of you that need some help with learning English, happy to help with that too. All right, so that just kind of shares a little bit about me, some fun things about me. I love Star Wars, so you'll notice my Star Wars t-shirt. I love me a good chai latte, and I absolutely love pizza and Italian food and all that fun stuff. I love doing yoga, and I love our new home. We moved into a new home this summer. We've got lots of beautiful trees back there, so I love spending time in the outdoors too, and just, yeah, lots of fun things to connect hopefully with you. Hopefully we'll get to know you too in our building community discussions in the IA Connect class and through virtual sessions and other things too. All right, so I'm going to ask you to do 3 things for me this school year. I'm going to ask you to, 1, advocate for yourself. I'm going to ask you to ask for help when you need it, because when I taught in the classroom, I could walk around and I could see my students, and I could see when they got a worried look on their face, or I could see if they were not working, or I could, see that there were problems, and then I could go solve them. But with you guys, I can't always see it until it's been a couple weeks, and then, oh no, you're behind. Instead of falling behind, I want you to advocate for yourself and ask for help, okay? So that's thing number 1. Thing number 2, I want you to ask you to have a growth mindset. So some of you might feel like, I'm not a math person, I don't like math, or I don't know a lot about science, I can't do science or social studies or what have you. And I'm going to tell you that you are a math person. There's no such thing actually as a math person or a science person or a social studies person. Everybody can learn and master all of those subject areas with enough practice and with working hard to make those connections in our brain, and knowing that we can grow our brain by continuing to practice and work hard. So that's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to have a growth mindset that pushes you to practice and work hard. Okay, last thing I'm going to ask you to do is stay organized. I'm going to ask you to print off your LPC. I'm going to ask you to have a notebook and a binder for each class so that you can stay organized and not lose your items. I'm going to ask you to keep your files really organized on your computer too. So I'm going to ask you to have a file for your math class and a social studies class and your science class, and maybe even have smaller files in there for your assignments and that kind of thing. So I'm going to ask you to stay really, really organized and to use that LPC as a checklist and making sure that you're going to be on pace every month for our monthly academic progress or MAP reports, okay? So those are my 3 things. Advocate for yourself, stay organized, have a growth mindset, okay? If you have any questions about anything, please let me know. My contact information is in the WSLP module in the class. You can feel free to email me, message me, call me at my Google Voice number, all of those things, all right? I'm so excited again to be your teacher, and we're going to have an awesome school year. Bye now.